What's up guys, how y'all doing? Cosmic Carry here and welcome to my very quick review of the Japanese tech tree from tier 5 all the way to tier 10, and it's just a very quick review. And I have been researching these tanks, so I'm gonna go read out what it says on wiki, but I'm gonna go give my 2 cents as well. So let's start with tier 5. This is where the lines converge back into one on the Japanese tech tree, and they converge into a medium, the Chinu, pardon me, and it leads all the way to tier 10 as mediums. So it's tiers 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that, you know, they're all mediums. So we start off with the Chinu. What you're gonna get with the Chinu, for those of you that have had bought the Chinu Kai, you'll know exactly what to expect. Pretty much the same. You're gonna get exactly the same gun and just a ever so slightly different tank. It's pretty much the same tank, in appearance and all of that good stuff, but you do get a drop in armor in the turret armor, and but your size, your weight, or whatever it is, does drop somewhat, and I think it's pretty much you get the same engine, which gives you kind of better acceleration. You don't get a better overall top speed, but because of that, it's kind of more flexible, more mobile, more agile, and all of that good stuff. So pretty much the same with the Chinu Kai, and you're gonna play it exactly the same. I mean, that's how I'm gonna play it. For those of you that that haven't checked out my review, I'm going to put a pop-up. You want to click it, go ahead and check out my review of the Chinu Kai, the Japanese tier 5 premium tank. So pretty much more of the same as with the Chinu Kai. So it's a very decent tank, but the name of the game in this tank is snipe. Do not brawl, do not get into one-on-one confrontations with other tanks, because they will auto pen you. What do I mean by auto pen? It means that they can shoot you pretty much anywhere and they will pen you. They will pen you. You have absolutely no armor in this tank, and it's kind of like the same with all the tanks in this tech tree, apart from the higher tier, where it kind of changes due to different style of armor. But these tanks, they're big, boxy, not that much sloped armor, so if something hits you, expect to be penned and expect to be damaged. And when you get damaged, you're going to get module damage, your crew is going to get taken out. So hang back. Unfortunately, that's the way it is in this tank. Hang back, and yeah. So I said this in the previous video, it's a lot of heartache and it's a lot of misery. That's what I'm expecting, and yeah. So tier 6, we move up to the Cheeto. Oh my god, the Cheeto. Take a look at its size. I mean, you can't see it there. I'm going to be doing a review of all these tanks, but it is humongous. I mean, from what I've seen in my research, it's E75 size, for Christ's sakes. It's humongous. It's a massive tank of a tank. It's the size of a heavy, but it has the armor of absolutely nothing, So the name of the game with this tank, you're getting pretty much the same gun as the previous on 7.5 on the previous, on the Chinu. So the name of the game with this tank is, you're not second line, you're kind of third line. You should stay in the back, and you do get a nice amount of hit points, so you use that to your advantage, all of that good stuff. But and the gun, the 7.5, it goes up in a pen, to 155. On the Chinu it was 125, I believe. Damage doesn't go up that much significantly, the rate of fire, and all of these tanks are just meh. Truth be told, they really are. They're just meh. They're nothing in particular. If you can free XP past these tanks. Chiri, this is where it gets really interesting. This is the lowest tier tank to get an autoloader to get an autoloader. Once you get this autoloader, that's when this tank kind of, you know, shines, so to speak. You can have a ton of fun in this tank, and I've seen other World of Tankers on the PC version have a ton of fun in this tank with the autoloader. Keep in mind, it takes 10 seconds to reload. Okay, I'm hardly going to say anything about this tank. It's pretty much the same as the previous one. It's big, humongous, it's boxy, everything's going to auto pen you, all of that stuff. And but it does have that autoloader. You could have a ton of fun with this autoloader. 10 seconds to reload. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Then it pumps out 450 damage in 3 shells in 2 seconds. So it shoots 1 shell, 1 second goes by, second shell, 1 second goes by, third shell, and then you reload. Okay, so it's in a space of 2 seconds you can pump out 450 damage. And not only that, you can install, if they're going same as PC, you can install a gun rammer, so you can reduce the reloads to down to 8 seconds, you know, with vents and this and that, you know, which is unbelievable, truth be told. But the weakness is it's big, it's humongous, it's slow, it's this, it's, you know, it's all of that stuff. STA, finally you get you know, a tank that looks like a medium, that doesn't, you know, tier 8, pardon me, I forgot to say, tier 8 Japanese medium STA1, and it looks like a medium. It looks like a Pershing, an American medium, so to speak. And finally you get a decent medium. You know, it doesn't have any tricks up its sleeve like the previous tank. Oh, it's rubbish, but it's got an autoloader. Oh, it's rubbish, but it's got great pen. You know, this is a very, very decent medium. Good reload time, nice gun depression, and second best pen amongst the tier 8 mediums. So the cons, lack of any armor, prone to module damage. It's just like I said, you know, you're prone to module damage, and, you know, crew pardon me, and your crew getting taken out. So Type 61, and this again, you know, very, very decent looking medium, but with the Top Gun, I believe you get this big, massive, bulky turret, and the R2D2 hatch, from what I've learned from doing my research on the PC. And it's just like, oh, it looks like it's going to be a struggle. But as with all the Japanese tanks, you know, the gun, you know, so it's a fantastic tier 10 gun, 105, and you get you know, a really decent DPM, very quick reload time, and you know, same can be said for the next tank, you know, the STB1. You know, the gun just absolutely shines, and better DPM than other tier 10 guns on the tier 9 mediums. Of course, you know, has no armor, terrible camo, and I feel like this is going to be the challenge when it comes to this line. It kind of reminds me of the Lorraine, when I was grinding out the Lorraine. You know, it was a grind and a half to grind out the Lorraine, the tier 9 French medium, and then you're rewarded with the bat chat. And I think this is going to be kind of similar. It's going to be like, oh god, when is this tank going to end? But, you know, there's a reward, you know, there's light at the end of the tunnel, because eventually you get the tier 10 STB1, and it's has a 105 mil gun, and it's just standard shell damage, 390, but that rate of fire 7.5, and you add, you know, bits and bobs and gizmos on that, you can increase that even more. That rate of fire is unbelievable. You know, fastest reload on a 105 gun, basically. Very, very tough turret, and nicely mobile, and I see this having fantastic camo value. It says here on Wiki, you know, good camouflage, but I think, you know, because of its low profile, and that turret, that troll turret, it's going to have fantastic, amazing, you know, camo value. And but, you know, at the same time, you know, the what you call it, the sniping capabilities, I don't think, you know, long range it's just not going to work, and etc etc. You've got kind of medium distance targets, yes, absolutely, but that turret and apparently has very poor aim time, so you're going to need some equipment for that. And but there you go, tiers 5 to 10, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to sink my teeth into these Japanese tanks, and I cannot wait. Konnichiwa, bitches. Adios, muchachos. I'll see you on the battlefield.